Alright, so this station is for the medical chief. Sorry, my menu bar is covering up that name. And even though it has the Atlantis symbol currently on it, you should know that as of now, the Atlantis does not have a medical officer or doctor that is a crew member. So this station is only on the Columbia. So if we come up here, we'll start off with teams. Now, this is where the medical officer can send out various medical teams throughout the ship. So let's say, for example, they knew that there was a fire on deck 7 and they needed to send medical officers to deck 7. Here's where they'd list that. Now, at times they may have very specific things, like, for example, we need 4 doctors and 3 or 2 nurses to go to deck 7 where there is a fire. They need to help injured crew members. So it could be something very specific. At other times they might put 4 doctors, 2 nurses, go to deck 7, right? The more specific they can get, the better, but sometimes you have kids who don't type very fast who might need to, shorten things a bit. So once they get their orders here, they come down, click create medical team, and that medical team will be sent off. Now they can contact their medical officers all through the messaging screen. This messaging screen is extremely important. Without the messaging screen, it's very difficult for us to give the medical officer things to do, because otherwise they're not really receiving contact from us, right? So up top here is where they can receive messages from the medical teams they've sent out. They can, receive messages from officers in the sick bay, all of that, but these are all their own medical officers. Down here, they can send outgoing messages, so messages to their officers. So they can say, how are things in sick bay, right? And then they click the send button right here, and they'll see their message here. This is also a chat format, like all the other messaging screens, where they'll be able to see all of the messages they send as well as the messages that they receive. Now, the last screen we have is this parts control screen. Now, there will be times when this officer also needs to send parts out to various locations on the ship. Usually, it's most likely going to be medical parts, like down here we have soap dispensers, so we need to make sure the entire ship is sanitary, I guess, or medical supply kits and things. So they select what they want to send, and then here they type in where they're going to send the parts to. For example, if we went, like there's this fire going on deck 7, they might put deck 7, and then they hit the transfer button. Now, you can see that just sent 1 medical supply kit, so if they needed to send 10, they'd have to continue to click until they've sent 10 supply kits.